Ron "Buckshot" Barge was a legend in southern Alberta. In the late 60s, he created the Buckshot Show, which aired on CFCN, now CTV Calgary. It was a staple for generations of children. Barge died over the weekend at the age of 87. Buckshot was loved across southern Alberta. This weekend, the man behind the legend, Ron Barge, died. His daughter announced on social media, "With great sadness, we have lost our dear dad, Ron Buckshot Barge, who passed away at home surrounded by family and laughter. We will miss him." The children's show debuted on the CFCN airwaves in 1967. Buckshot and his sidekick Benny the Bear proved popular with kids, many of whom ran home from school at lunch to catch the broadcast. Premier Daniel Smith reacting to his death, saying, "For decades, Buckshot and his sidekick Benny the Bear brought joy, laughter, and countless memories to generations of children and families across Alberta." While former Calgary Mayor and provincial NDP leader Naheed Nenshi posted, "So sorry to hear of the passing of Ron Barge, known to generations of Calgary kids as Buckshot. I never got on the show when I was young, but always got a thrill when I would meet him around town as an adult." The show was on the air for 30 years. When it was cancelled in 1997, it was the longest-running children's show in Canadian history. Buckshot and Benny continued to make special appearances around town and emceeing events. His work living on with Calgarians.
And I remember as a kid every day coming home for school for lunch and watching the show every single day.
It was always an ambition for friends to be on the show, and when they had got on the show, it was kind of like that something special that had happened.
And those who knew him, including former CTV Calgary news anchor Daryl Jans, say he was the same on and off TV.
When he was on TV as Buckshot, he was as Ron Barge. He was a kind, caring person.
Jans remembers when he first arrived at CFCN in 1973 and got to know the community-minded Barge. He says Barge loved to talk about the Calgary Flames and calls him a prairie boy who had a heart for prairie kids. And you might not know this, Barge came to CFCN as a cameraman and was only supposed to host the show until they found someone else. Jans says he made the most of his chance.
When they gave him this one opportunity in 1967 to entertain kids, he bought it. He had his buddy Benny the Bear, and the two of them became a duo.
Tyler Barrow, CTV News, Calgary.